Welcome to another episode of Jamaican State of Mind podcast. This is your host Nick. Carter there, where I did you.
Yeah, what day I'm fine now? What is Wednesday? Hump day. Father God, I can't wait for Friday.
Yeah.
Give thanks.
But yeah, man, just want to say big up everybody been checking out the podcast, listening to it and everything. So enough respect. Before we get started, just remember, just give it a little like, subscribe, all of that good stuff, You see me I say? And
on.
before then, let me drop in the intro song as usual. Hold on.
Everything is fine, yeah. I'm in a jam down state of mind. Jamaican state of mind. Everything is fine, yeah. I'm in a jam down state.
Yeah.
Jamaican state of mind.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Don't have to drop that in.
It's coming like it want to shake my table.
Well, yeah, man. So, yeah, big up. So, yeah, man. So, this episode here, and Carter will have a discussion about parenting. And yes, you hear that right, parenting. You know what I mean? And it's a thing where me and him talk about, and a regular, just have conversation like, how we grew up. And for me, how I'm growing my kids and my parent my kids, the difference and the different struggles and challenge and tribulation and the joy and all of the things that come with parenting. One kind of little discuss that a bit, So, Carter, you want to start this?
Well, first off, I guess I am a novice to the game, so I am a father to be expecting. Call it what it may, but just from the perspective of.
Hold on, where's the cap in right there, so just to let you know, like when Carter say my newbie, you might expect him first.
Right.
While me there, me a veteran of the game. You see me I say? Indeed.
Right.
Me have a youngest, 4 or 5 soon, and then me have a oldest, 18. You see me? I'll be 18 this year in the next couple months. So you see me? So the boy in the game in a minute, you know what I mean? So
right.
So you gotta hear a different perspective from then and now. But you can't take it away.
Yeah, man, definitely. So yeah, as I said, expecting girl. But things that I'm coming I'm coming across now. Of course, it's getting down to the wire. So you're looking at, of course, preparing the nursery, getting the certain necessities, small things, right? The strollers, the car seats, all these different things, the bottles, Pampers, you name it. And then, of course, you start researching, childcare, right? Daycare. So you start running into like, hey, mortgage like type daycare, between, you're looking at on the low end, you're looking at probably like $1,600 to, and then it goes up to like about $2,500 a month. So, and this is for one child, barrier. So, I used to say, I've always been kind of keeping my ears to the ground all over the years, but it's just like, in these times when you look at the expense and you look at even a 2-family home, how difficult that could be, to have 2 children, So also you're running to think, as Nicholas mentioned earlier, thinking about, how you were raised. I mean, of course, I can't remember exactly I was a baby, right? But I had conversation with my parents and, I remember talking to my parents about a bassinet, my mother especially, and she said, you slept in the bed with me. I was like, what? I could have died. Right? Because of course, as as you say, as a new father, I'm reading and I'm watching all these videos about people fall asleep and suffocate the baby, and so I'm like, okay, definitely bassinet is needed, right? But You know, you just think back and say, well, I'm still alive today, and you
So
know,
that's why we are the fittest and the strongest, man. Gonna say, we survived the
right?
we survived.
You know, even me and my fiance, we had a conversation. I was on my way back from Wisconsin last week for work, and she said her brother, said to her, you know, the consumerism in America is so high because in Honduras, all this stuff we're getting from the baby shower gifts and stuff like that, and we're buying stuff. It's like all this stuff, his son never even have a quarter of it. So, I think, and then at the time she was taking an unboxing like a bottle sanitizer, like a machine that sanitizes it. And he was like, say, listen, even this, like, we boil it, we put on the water on the pot and put the bottles in there and boil it, and that's a sanitization. So, but again, not to say, there's not modern advancement, but it's just that when you look at it, there's some places you can save, but there's instances where, as you say, come on to certain necessities that, this time it can be very expensive just to have one child.
Yeah, man. And just it's but your brother and I'm right, because there's definitely some level of consumerism when it comes to that, right? Because some stuff we do get when we're happy, we not need it. But you live in a society where we can get stuff for convenience.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we think about a lot more stuff. And then when you have kids, even for me, I start read up on different stuff more. I start recognize different things with possibility of stuff that can happen if you not do this. So you start become Charlie me never term for me. I listen to them when I book shook how I call it, shook one. I think paranoid. So I think I have a name for it.
Yeah.
Let me say as a parent, you get so paranoid of everything. Like you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
It creates this level of anxiety.
You say you keep wondering about the what if.
The what if. You see me I say, especially in this world, you know what I mean? So, I know like for you, I saw it all go you're new. You're a new parent, you're gonna become a new father, so I go through that phase there, you see me I saying? Me, I went through it now. It's like the way you grow your first pitney.
Right.
The second one, never like that because
so the first one, I get all of the tender touch and don't do that. And the second one, him could have swallowed dirt. You're alright, man. It get better.
Yeah,
but
man,
then other things to pick up. So of course, I guess because I never said, more people are now talking to you about their experiences of them becoming a first time parent, and you start to hear things like, all right, wow, certain complications with the mother of the child, whether it was physical or psychological, and then the child, medical, not saying that people don't talk, but it's like, not like you're going to broadcast the thing, right? But it's just like you really learn about, like, wow, the different possibilities. So it's like there's a little bit of anxiety when you say, okay, my main concern is the safety of the mother and the child, you know what I mean? Just want to come out of the situation, with a green light. But so there's only so much you can do as a man, you can't deliver the baby for them, you can't, so you can only do your best to make them as comfortable as possible during the situation. And then of course you think about support, right? May have these conversations about a support system, right? Like, it takes a village to raise a child. So, in modern times, we live in a society where both parents work. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not the traditional way where one parent is at home and then all of that. So, who knows? Maybe we can adjust to that at some point. But like, as you know, she have her career, me have my career. And you look at, hey, both our parents are overseas, you know what I mean? So, you're thinking about that longevity support of how that will look. because again, scheduling and all these different things can become complicated. So yeah, it's like a plan. There's a plan, but there's also a plan as you go. So
yeah. So man, you see, I go through that phase there when all of them think they are reaching now, right? You have to think about the like I said, that village mindset. And it'll be very important if you have people support. Is the man say? Cause one thing America here, and it can be a very lonely road and lonely process if you don't have that people there for help support you throughout that journey, especially close by. Because when you have kids in the year, you're gonna need that. Yeah, you love your pitting them and everything, but you're gonna need that time away and that break away. But that come with a next level of anxiety, because I know you're away. You wonder what go on in your mind and go, you see me? So it's a different level of things. So it's natural for you we are go through. You know what I mean? I saw it all go. And I'm gonna tell you this, whatever you are go through, your woman I go through it times
twice
10, 20 times, whatever. You see me? I say? So only thing you can do are there support it. You know what I mean? Well, congratulations and welcoming, well, congratulations. About time. I think you're the last man left out of the small group.
Yeah. No man, there's still some more to go, What I not call a name. Big up on yourself.
Oh yeah, but not within the within the small linkage there. We expand, we have some other, but within the immediate linkage. But you're the last man.
Last man standing.
Dude. Go out of your barber shop and sing next year. But yeah, man, congrats.
My mother, did that weird, so sorry.
But so with that said, I mean, like I said, big up yourself. Welcome to the fatherhood, brother. Everything will go good. Just provide support to your lady. It's not gonna be that'll be a scary process in our room there, I tell you. And I've been through it several times and we still know. We couldn't manage it. Even the last one, I said, yo, John, what is?
Oh my God.
I remember a doctor said, you don't want to cut this? I said, yo, me not.
Yo, it's like, I'm just have, I know, like funny enough, prior before I come on, I have a conversation with my sister. About the same topic, like, it was so funny how it come up is like, she said, I talk about, she explained to me a little bit about her experience. And she said, one of the nurses was rough, and slapped her on her leg and all these things.
Wow.
And then, but fast forward, she said, unfortunately, her spouse couldn't be in the room. They didn't allow them in the room at the hospital. And we talked about different situations, of people passing out in the delivery room. So she said there's a particular...
I did hold it, but there's one time I come close, the doctor said, you all right? Mr. Yeah. All right, Mr. I'm good.
She said, no, it's funny, but she said, our particular friend, she said her boyfriend, no husband at the time, he passed out. She said, he was there confident and saying, yeah, you're doing a great job, keep pushing. And then him said, oh, we can't see the head, keep going, man, we can't see the head. And then him said, when he really see him say, hold on, we see the head, we see. And then him just say, we see. And that was it. Them say him black out. Them say when them revive him and come back to them and I say, boy, he can't believe him. There's something stress so much.
Yeah, man. It is
oh my God.
All right, yeah. So maybe what I gotta say. I'm gonna visual it now.
Bro, you're supposed to be like a Dr. Mitchell at this point, bro.
Nah, man, there's nothing you can get used to.
Oh God, I try to prepare myself, but I never want to watch no video.
No, do it to yourself. Just be surprised.
Yeah, but that's really what I'm suffering.
So, but with that said, we just want to say, yo, big up all of the mother them out there, cause trust me.
Oh my God, no,
That
seriously.
right, that's a no easy
Like,
road. But
I've been around, like, you know, as I said, from my sister close during her pregnancy, but like, you know, from a fiance being, you know, the support and thing, like, wow. It's not. I have a different respect for mothers. I mean, different respect in terms of like just the carrying phase as well. You know, because hey, some are smooth, some can be, you know, complicated, and then
all of that, yeah.
And then also you see the different phases, right? You see from sometimes it's happy go lucky, and then you start to see them can be to get them out of bed, you know, and you know, I call it dropsy, you know. It's like every 10 minutes we put them in the car, them drop asleep, you know. So, but it's definitely something where I think women have that different we call it pain tolerance and threshold than men.
No, for real.
I don't think we built like that.
No man, it's definitely have to have a different level of respect. A woman going through that process, because it's not it's not easy. And then you know, like I said, the caring part, you know, imagine I bring something in 8-9 months just a drain all your energy and everything. Because eat all them pain. So yo, all the mother will big up on herself, man. So
yeah, man, much respect, utmost respect, utmost respect.
So the next part what you want to get into after that is especially on mine, and I don't know Carter got tackle this, but for me, like when I look on the way how me parent my youth them compared to how I was parent growing up, and me always when me talk, me always say, yo, the things that me know now, how me do things, me give my parent, me give my mother and father grace. You see me I say? Because me always say them only know what them did know.
Right.
I know I want to do stuff and think, but it's like for me, I made some conscious decision on how me gonna grow my youth them. You see me I say? And how me gonna communicate with them. And you know, and big up my wife, you know, she kind of pushed me in some ways where me have to break certain pattern and certain you know certain things. So she kind of pushed me in the right direction. But one of the most important thing for me take sure me have a conversation, me make sure me change, was the way I communicate with my youth. Like, me always say, growing up, almost every Caribbean, and most Caribbean people can relate to this. You know, our generation of parents, we call them kuf kaf. And what we say by that is that everything, if anything not go for them way, them ask if you do something, you know, whatever it is, everything is kuf kaf for them. Them have to hit you. You see me I say? And you know, and it's like, you know, me try to take like a conscious and say, me no want all of that shit is hard. Me not gonna like, cause sometimes you want kuf kaf them. You see me I say? You see me I say? But we try to have more, cause you know why we try to have more conversation. Cause growing up, sometimes I wish my parents have more conversation about me. Cause me always say, you know, me and my parents have good relationship. You know, when I talk, especially my father. And it's like, Mr. Tim say, now we growing up, we no punish for things when they never teach me. It's a man say, when they never teach me this, but you're gonna get mad. So me no know if you do something where you never teach me. You see me answer? Yeah. And so I kind of take them things and I say, yo, me no grow my you them like that. So like, you know, like all the kids, man, them have conversation, like me talk. Even when something going on at school, I talk to them, so I go on with them. Like, you know, we have a pretty good dialogue. Me know, even though sometimes them come with them nonsense, dog. I tell you, sometimes I have to take a breather. You see me I say?
Yeah.
But me try to give them that room to express themselves.
Yeah, Lord.
And I tell you, people, I tell you this. What I think one day I look at myself and say, yo, from the young ones them to my older one them, when me think about the ways them where me one time me apologize sometime to my kids them, it's crazy. You see me I say? Like I never want me because I don't wanna be like if them say yo that you do something and it wrong, me no want to be that parent to say yo just bully the thing. You see me I say? So them thing they sometimes I have to let go me ego and be like, you know what? You're right. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes I have to change them pattern there and for, just for understand when they know like listen, I can be wrong too. You see me I say? But we want to give them that space to express that to me. And one of the biggest thing I think and to me that's a big thing most of our generation parents lack. You know, come I have conversation with my parents and I say, yo, me couldn't tell when like them say them sorry for something like them
Listen,
them think they in them vocabulary, you see me I say?
yeah,
And
it's
even
funny.
when them dead wrong, you know, them jump the gun and argue for something else. But them nah admit.
Yeah, it's all right. For example, it's like when we talk about, just the fact that, all right, growing up. I mean, listen, we grew up in a two-parent household, and we grew up with my sister and everything. And of course, we go close, and but whenever we really tell each other we love you, like that, like verbally,
Verbally, yeah.
and it's like, to this day, it's like it's weird saying it to my father. But we just know some love my father and love me, but we just we drop him off at the airport the last time he was here for work at Mountain,
Yeah.
That's all right, General. Big up yourself, take care of yourself here.
That's all you say.
I give him a hug, but
no, but they say and they say this is where and they say this is where me even challenge you as my
but
brethren
no,
to
with
say.
me, no, with my daughter, no, that's gonna change. I mean, that's
No,
for
but I'm
sure.
saying but they say me even challenge that. Because I gotta give you a thing with my parents. Before me even get this, when they expressing verbally, I love you and them thing there, express it with all of me with them. It's natural to them to say, daddy, them, if me and them are talking and say, daddy, love you, good night, love you, all of them. So, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just a standard, basic standard in my household. Isn't me? I say with my youth. So that's established. Because just like you, for years, your parents them love you, but them not express them thing they verbally. You see me? I say?
Right.
But I will tell you this. I force my mother, I force my father to start saying that. I remember right now my mother naturally to my mother because I remember like I tell her, like I say, me express that to her and my fourth I would make express her to forget it out. So now, we've been doing that for a couple of years now. So come like nothing now to us. You get what I'm saying? But but me as a adult had to break that with my parents. Same thing with my father. No, I remember my first time telling my father verbally, I say, all right, dad, man, I love you. Talk to you later. I was like, yeah, man, man, yeah.
Not even didn't know how to react to that.
Yeah. I say, no, I'm gonna call him up. I say, yo, I say, this say we love. He say, yo, man, I know I love you, no man. Yeah.
That come from him throat, man.
Yo, but eventually, me draw it out of him for him can say it. I not sound no weird because you know what I mean. Most people know. Most people wouldn't express what I express to you. Yeah, your parents them love you growing up, but I say for me, I would tell you people I wanted to hear that verbally. You see me? I say and no, we're not good for my brother and sister them same way. Like as I say, we love you all and them thing that we make it. It's like right now we force that in our habit to us, we force that in our way, no, it's an habit. Like, we not think about it. You see me I say? But it was a struggle to get my parents there. To say them thing there verbally. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now, like, my brother and sister, them when we talk and them something, same thing. They gonna be phone, alright, love you. You wanna think about it. Same thing with my parents, them and them something there. And can me just want it to become natural. And then we break that habit with my kids, them same thing. Young, old, same thing. I love you. Express them thing there verbally. Because I'm telling you, people, if you don't, I mean, showing love and buying stuff and all of them, it sounds good, but you have to verbally. And this is where me challenge you, Carter. Express them thing that your daddy may be happy for you say that, but him not gonna express them thing that guy, old school, man. Old school.
Old school, man, that one.
But we know them know what them know. And me know when you talk to your parents, them, and that's the thing, me and my parents them have conversation. And you kinda know them background, like how them grew up and you maybe, like my father. God bless them man the soul, but boy, man, they are roughneck road.
Rough. Man, yes. But that is it. I mean, I just say, changing generational curses or generational patterns, if you want to call it.
Yeah, man. You have to make a conscious decision for that.
Being the catalyst for change and, pushing a better communication between parent and child, because you mentioned, different parenting style that you're implementing with your children and, having, especially with the younger ones, having these high level intellectual conversations with them. Bro, so young.
My young in them that me tell Carter, me tell you this already. Me tell you, me say them, me know I feel them age, me did dumb.
It's not, I was an idiot. And I thought about that. I was like trying to go back far in my brain as far as see if I could remember age 8 or 7, but not too much. But and
at 12 me did dumb same way.
The first thing I remember, if you were in the room with adults and you're having a conversation, they would tell us, say, hey, they will even look, just give a look and say, what you still doing here? You get out of the room and you have to, find somewhere else to go. Or if you ask too much question, we are the back and something, or if it wouldn't be a fluent conversation where you can ask certain questions and then they just, be patient and, we have, all right, for example, we talked about even having, not to jump the gun, but like child reaches puberty, your mother and father is supposed to sit you down and kind of explain to you some of the bodily changes and some of your hormones, because, hey, it's a serious change. And, but, and you're like a girl or, boy like girl or whatever it is.
Them conversation, but me know why they never have it with, because conversation they hard and awkward. So,
they're awkward, man.
But I'm just saying.
You develop with your children now.
Me know, trust me, but me just say having them conversation there, like even with my daughter, like I say, yo, it will.
No, but
because then as a man dog, I hear that. Yeah, date and a boyfriend, I hear that.
Yeah, but you have to guide her too. You have to guide. No, as the man, you have to give her. Say, listen, hey, these are some signs we have to look out for.
No. It's like even all of that. I'm trying to preach them thing then.
Tell them, hey, like, what is done can be taken back.
Yeah, I'm trying to preach and I'm trying to, I'm try all the time not to come off as a preachy way.
No.
But I try to say, I don't know. But hey, me do as much as I can with them. With that, but it's like, but me get it. But I will say this, me know for sure, me have way more conversation with them about hard stuff. My parents never have.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
My parents only, them come with the preacher thing and, but them not really.
Take your book
take your book, but them not give you as a man said, the threatening thing when them give you. But yeah, see,
No,
but I
but
say like,
with no if a girl picking your girlfriend. No, but with
yeah, but
that.
them not,
But then
I tell you yeah, okay.
Let's have a conversation. Like,
Yeah, it's like,
you can't tell me nothing like girl. You look for
yeah,
a
but they
girl.
know one thing. I think what me learn is right, because in my younger days and them thing there, me and my daughter, he's a different person than me now. Because people started saying was a dirty dog. You see me? I say, terrible person. You know what I mean? So, but one of the reasons why I really reflect and try to change myself because like you can't tell kids not to do something, but yeah, I do. You see me? I say, it's like I can tell a pin enough to smoke. Why you out there light up a cigarette? You can't. It not. You see me? I say, because kids know kids literally follow what them see, not what you tell them. You see me? I say, but if them see you do something, them are gonna do it. You get what I'm saying? So you can't tell them to do something while they are doing it. So it's like certain them things them try to take in account. You know, and for me as a parent, bro, you know, like one of my biggest fear is not is like the way them depend on me and call me for everything and this and that. One of the reasons why me doesn't even indulge me in certain things are out of road. Not saying being wild or not, but just bad, just stupidness. You see me I say? Me just know want me that take away myself from them access to me. You see me I say? Because them, Mike is them call me for everything. That is ridiculous. And then them never think me broke. Then think me have this this unlimited resources of funds from wherever may I get it from. But I would just say to put it back to what we are talking about. And the reason I want to talk about some people know like I feel have the same thing them where you wanted break as me literally stuff them where me did want as a kid. Not necessarily materialistic, so I can't afford everything. But me like just as a parent, communication level, like I say, intellectual level. Because them think they build your confidence, If your kids can have intellectual conversation. Come and tell my kids them ask me question, bro. Even my youngest them ask me question. And my son may have 4 or 5 ask me some question. I may have stop on a ponder the answer, try to figure out what the best way to answer this.
Oh yeah.
You see me I say? And because sometimes, let me ask me question like just about I don't know, so them man brain go some what the universe or something with planets or some work and him just I say, bro, like we got think you're too far from me right now. Bring it back a little. You see me I say? So reason and I'm a credit that to the fact that one, me and him have conversation. Me talk to them about stuff. And two, I give them room, even as annoying it may be. At 9, I know people at 9, we have 21 things to do, 120 and things to do, and all of that. When them have a 21 question, and you have to sit there and answer, and the answer then have another question, answer have another question. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Them things they build, in my opinion, I see it build that curiosity. Where I think some of us sometime when we are grow up in our old generation is that sometimes our curiosity get killed because the parents them are the adult them around and shut it down.
Yeah, and it comes as I say, it comes back to back then it didn't it's not like I want to say my parents in the talking, but it's just like I don't think we had any deep conversations about certain things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't remember having in terms of detailed conversations about any particular topic. And it's funny.
Like, no, we have them deep conversation and no as an adult.
No, yeah, of course. No. it's funny. It's like we into my 30s, I have conversation with, especially like I was saying, my father about his upbringing.
Yeah.
Like what was his experience growing up, and you kind of hear the, this is total 360, in terms of back
But you
then
might think.
in when you have the heavy migration to the UK, and you be what them call that now, barrel pitney type of situation. So you get move around to uncle or aunt, and you don't really get that primary care because you are them have their own pitney. So you really kind of get the what left in terms of attention or resources. So
Yeah.
different things that hear. Then from a mother perspective, kind of same thing. Grandma start young and she had the first, and before you know it, them have nine. She have 9 pitney, and then she, them
Yeah.
gone to England. It's like this
Yeah.
different scenarios here, but so you kind of put two and piece together, and then that is how you give your parents a lot of grace, because they start saying, listen, they've been young just like you, them are the pitney, grew up, never have certain guidance. So our parents now give us, whatever little or you might think it is or whatever, but like,
No, you're right. No, you're right.
yeah,
It's because it's like I said, like me, learn, just like I said, you learn certain stuff, and and it's like, yeah, you give them grace, cause they might tell you where them know. You see me I
yeah,
say?
yeah,
Cause like, like for example, my father, mother, my grandmother, bless her soul, I love that lady to death, and that lady, let me know she love it, like she go above and beyond, but why she not tell us, and you know what I mean. So me just say, when we look up on my pops and then my grandfather and everything there, me get it. You get what I'm saying? The expressive thing there, and like let me work hard and do everything else, but especially the last one. So it's like I understand. I'm giving people them grace, cause I look at my parents, what them accomplish with the little they have, and the background with them have, is a blessing. You see me I say?
yeah.
But it's like for me, as a human who have kids, me make a conscious decision for say, yo, certain stuff me just like try differently. You see me I say? And it people, it's not said the gently parent, because there's a mixture of the gently try to talk things or find out what go on. And sometimes you have to come in with the iron fist and say, "Rrrr." But I find myself more on the side of gently trying to see how to do things different. And that one there is more challenging than the other. Kuf kaf is easy. Kuf kaf kaf, shut up, But yes, but
Yeah.
the other one takes time, patience, all of the thing then where sometimes, if
That
it's a
is the
bit
thing,
busy parents, you might not have.
Patience, Lord, is it comes in so much for, because like, sometimes, as they say, just thinking about having a long day, and I'm used to coming home and kind of getting time to myself to decompress, and
That's done.
that those days are now over. Now you have to have reserved something in the battery, to be able to give that child the attention, that they need.
Yeah.
So, then they talk about the early phases, sleep deprivation, in terms of, taking turns of getting up and feeding the child. But hey,
Yeah.
it's all fun times, right? Have a child, they said.
Yeah.
But
You'll be alright,
I
man.
guess
It's one of
I
them things they
guess
just snapping. You'll be
yeah.
alright.
But
But
then fast forward to, as they say, your fears of them, being able to speak and starting to develop their own characteristics and being curious about the world, and, sometimes hitting you with a question that you never thought they at that age that they would be even pondering about. But these kids are, as I said, my nephew, I've seen him being asked, he was born and raised in Jamaica for the most part, now lives in the United States, but even back then, attending basic school and then primary school, my sister got asked, was he born overseas? Because he spoke fluent English, but with a this type of accent or something. But I think I said to my sister, it's the content that he was
watching.
absorbing. He's
Yeah.
constantly on the tablet watching North American content, and then of course he did go back and forth a couple of times, a couple of months during the summers, but that still wasn't enough to absorb that level of US type behavior or US type accent. But just so that to say, he also would tend to ask these a question, but again it's from the content, so he's hearing it, but then he wants clarity.
Yeah.
So when she gets hit with those questions, she's like, how do you what are you they double checking what they're watching, but hey, some of the cartoons are also so fast forward. No, you find myself watch some cartoon and I say, all right, them cartoon are gone a little bit too far. You know what I mean? Like I
man. No, not really. My daughter, she be asking me some question, where she could be about 7 this year, and it's like she be asking me some question like about like God, Jesus, and death. Some real. I mean, like, yo, we even know the answer to the
right? But not even at 7, I wasn't even know what that is. What
but she say, so when people die, like, explain that to her, what happened after, and then, like, I have to explain, God, Jesus, and like, I mean, like, yo, and she ask some specific questions. She not ask some general questions.
No.
She ask some specific. I mean, like, yo,
you have to go Google that.
I mean, I have to sit down and I have to try the best, cause. And I like, me can't just give them no idiot answer, because I said that don't make no sense.
I've got to ask ChatGPT, how would you answer a 7-year-old with this question?
Yo, but
crazy.
people, this conversation just we talk about, like, listen, for me, for me personally, I take certain steps for certain, how to put it. Like, I know growing up, certain things affect me. I don't know. I grow up Kingston 11, Kingston 20 and 11. 11, we grew up in the zinc fence board house, you see, the ghetto. That's what them call it. You know what I mean? But it's like certain things for me, you know what I mean? Like, everything I accomplish here, in America, things I'm able to do. I always give thanks.
Yeah.
So my wife not understand. I tell her, I say, listen, you don't understand. Everything for me is a win. Every step I make is a win.
Yeah.
Where we come from and what we have now, you don't understand. It's a win. But for me, I have to learn how to be. One, can't be selfish. You have kids. You know what I mean? Every you have to think about them for everything you do. You know what I mean? Cause that's just a phase of it. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? You decide if you have it, you have to think about that.
Yeah.
It's not just about you alone. That's why, me personally, can't hang with people who me say one, not take care of you them. Me can't part, me can't. You see me, I say me can't.
Yeah.
Me can't rock with you because I go feel like a hypocrite or act with you because then I don't want to tell you something. You see me, I say. Then also me can't people who make selfish decision without not thinking. Like, you live somewhere, you have like, personally, I know people have the opportunity to live in a better environment because, and for them kids, maybe through school, whatever it is, but through them themselves love certain vibes, them stay in the full environment, and that environment I put them kids in a danger. You get what I'm saying? But them have the opportunity. And if you don't have the opportunity, that's one thing. But we know people have the opportunity to move to a better environment. But through them love the pasa and the rural in our environment, them choose to stay there. So.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we have a pitney grow up now. You see what I say? So them thing there, So even with me, certain decision me have to make. I have to make decision for better the family. You see me I say?
Right.
Certain sacrifice or even certain things that me no and do. But if it's make a better step here, that's something I have to, that type of mindset. And I just want to know, say, yo, to all of my people, them our age and them thing there, when it come to parenting, listen, if you know, it's okay if you get advice, but also break certain generational thing where you know like, not go too far because some of the old school way is still good, but but no grow the same way because this generation are gonna be different. But people have to understand, even when it come to just technology, everything, schooling, everything, them are gonna be different. Period. So if you can't stuck in a one way and then cause a picnic to be left behind because the world are going on one way.
But
And,
even saying that, so this generation, will always make the joke, come out the womb with a tablet in hand. But it's also the balance, right? Because
you have to have a balance. Yeah.
I've heard, my fiance friend who's a teacher, and then, she would say, hey, some kids at the school, will parents will have them on the tablet. Some will say, okay, no tablets, and then some is like, all right, well, there's a specific time for it, right? But I don't think there's enough study to say enough to say, okay, are you going to withdraw completely because then you don't want the child to be at a disadvantage, right? Because technology is the way, right? So they might go to school and then that's what they have to use, right? So you don't want to leave them at a disadvantage. But where's the balance? Because
you have to find it. Definitely, you have to find a balance between the current technology and you can't make them too much in the iPad and everything. But also the way the world running, you can't have your pitney don't know if you use a computer, don't know if you use a tablet, don't know understand that technology world because I tell it them are left behind because that's just with the nature of the world going. So, like my 4-year-old right now, them want to know the game, bro. Man know if navigate the Samsung remote, know if go to the right input. Samsung remote can confuse. Ain't the bone button and all of them.
Yep.
The man know where to go. If change to figure out what to got the PlayStation and turn on the PlayStation.
And select him game and go to the
select
options.
Game. You see me I say? And my daughter same thing. They know if we go through and scroll through, they want to go up on the Netflix and they want to go up on the Disney Plus and all of that stuff. Them just as young as them is, them just know if we do that stuff. And it's like it's that weird balance where like, alright, it's weird because I don't want to go up on YouTube or watch anything. But at the same time, at the same time, I'm happy to see that them understand because, the world, them little thing, them as simple as might be, listen, we have challenge with people all like, we are challenged for change the input. It took my mother forever to learn that. If my mother get all a new TV right now, like a square one, you have to go back again.
Listen, like
it's a good. You see when they start put like the Netflix and them thing up on the remote, they can press and go straight to Netflix. I tell you, I win at that for y'all somebody like my mother. I tell you.
Oh yeah.
Because one time I had here, boy.
But think about I saw an interview with Mark Zuckerberg and his wife and children, and there was, I think the question was, do you let your children go on social media and those type of things? And they don't give them
social media is one thing. That's different.
And then I don't think they give them access. I might be a little bit off, but I don't think they give them access to a tablet either.
No, listen. I've heard several of those tech guys say that. Like social media, I get it. I don't think Pin is supposed to be on social media at a certain age, right? But also,
but then you have these young kids who are making millions from these streamers.
But the thing is, when you look at, it's like I look on it both way. We don't have Mark Zuckerberg money. We don't have them people have money, right? Them have resources and things where for them kids will never fall behind.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So the thing is that thing where them can do certain things and then be alright in life regardless. Is it massive?
Right.
Our kids maybe not have that in that level of like our kids have to understand the modern thing. But like you
Yep.
say, it have to be balance.
Right.
Is it me I say? Them billionaire can say them now do certain things. But guess what? When them kid turn 18, them still have about next 4 years to go learn that thing if them want to. You get what I'm saying? It's like I don't compare them people life to my life. Guys, it's a totally different life.
Right.
And you know, and when I see some of me people do that on social media and stuff, I say it's about anything. You can't people word Carter. You met and move around with people who are rich. And me not talk artist rich. Me I talk like like
Yeah, man. Every
like it's next
co-
level. Me been around work for and work in areas where me meet with people where me shook them on and then people are worth hundreds of millions of dollars. And it's a different for them world you cannot fathom for them world. For them world and our world is you might as well put in a whole different universe. It's not the same thing. You understand what I'm saying? So the way them want to grow them pitney and the way we have to grow our kids is two different things. For them pitney can make all of the mistake. For them pitney can go through school dumb as they want, but them can still get in a Harvard. Our pitney have that luxury.
based on donation.
Exactly.
But moreover, it has to do with like as you say, resources, what the child is gonna be, what opportunities you want to be provided to the child, right? So again, parenting. I don't think there's no book that can definitively say, "Oh, this is the way."
No.
I don't think there's any.
Listen, and then the thing is, you can do everything right as a parent, and your pitney still come out to be.
Yeah.
Is it massive?
And you can have 2-3 different children, and
everybody
all
different.
3 different. So
So, but the thing is, and we can maybe wrap it up as well. But the thing is, what I say, if you want to do this, is like also the conversation I have with my parents where stop. Don't ever, like for me, everything I do for my kids, them I do it as a parent. My opinion, them no woman, no. You know what I say? And there's a conversation me have with my parents, and more people we have more with your parents. Stop. And then if you even want to compare, like when you talk about people where if you watch sports and you have like the basketball player, the black basketball player, and the white basketball player. I remember what you told me I talk, and the man I say, "Yo, why you buy your mother? Why basketball player? Why you buy your mother a house? Like your mother not have her own money."
Right.
But
different
it's two
realities.
different reality, right?
Yeah.
But the reason I bring that up is that I don't like parents who say, "Oh, me do this for you, me send you to school, me do this, so you owe me." No. You were a parent and you do what you're supposed to do. If you never do it, you're just a worthless parent. That's what I say. That's it. That's how we look at it.
What them call it, black tax?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so me, I'm gonna say this again. If you was a parent and you send a penny to school, take care of a penny, feed a penny, buy a penny, them stuff, guess what? You're a parent. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to take care of your child.
Culturally and traditionally, we're supposed to take care of your parents.
Culturally and not, but the thing is, I even said to my parents already, like I said, everything you do for me as a child, that's what you're supposed to do as a parent. If you never do it, you're a worthless parent. Simple. But you did it, so you're a good parent. You take care of your kid.
You know what? That leads us into our next topic of
let me
aging
finish.
parents and retirement.
Yeah, but let me finish this. But anything you do for me as an adult, that's the bonus. Because you do stuff now we don't have to do.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And for me, everything I do for my kid, I know what them. When I become an adult, I want to make sure I'm in a position where I can help, But at that point, it's not mandatory.
Yeah.
You see what I say?
You have to.
So stop making pinning them feel like, cause me have conversation with other people and them say, parents, let them kids, parents may feel like, who you, them who them because then take care of them. No. You know what I mean? And back to, and yes, adding to what you just said, where sometimes me have to take that responsibility to think about my future. My future can be put my burden and everything on my kids.
Yeah.
I can't be my future plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. I mean,
but
again, that's it. And again, that's what I said. People that we can segue into our next topic, our next episode, we can probably pick up on some different real topics like this. This is parenting, but this can segue into our parents, aging parents, and retirement. And I guess we don't want to leave it to Caribbean culture, but I think there's other cultures that have the same experience of there's no retirement plan, and then we are the retirement plan. So yeah.
Especially in this day and age, and I like one time, things the way finances and just is not set up like how it used to.
Yeah.
I mean, everything is overpriced, expensive, so even though we at the young age, we have to prepare for that.
No, of course. And think about it. You mentioned to me before, you and your wife have conversations, God forbid, something to her, something to you. There is some kind of plan that is in place, right? I guess our parents never really, my parents, I know them they took out life insurance, but also, in terms of where they are now at their age and retirement, they can see that there wasn't really a solid plan, because they wouldn't be, my mother wouldn't be working up until this age right now. Right?
Yeah. But they say, that's why again, you have to give them grace because we have all of the information now. So we are trying different, and the goal is our pitney them to use where them learn from we to make the better and then better and better. Is a man say? But our parents have a thing then, and then first of all they never have it.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, to their defense, is like,
that's what a luxury.
They're working class citizens, and from what they're making to save out of that or to invest, God bless, what they could have. So proud of my parents for what they've achieved for sure.
Yeah.
With the resources that they were given and what they've turned it into. For sure.
Yeah. I mean, my parents, from where them come from home, my father won home America and Jamaica.
Exactly.
Mother won home here.
Yeah, man.
So it's like, and them make it work for them have, and if they may have, like I said, these are when I see my parents accomplish. If they may have a hint of support system, they would be better off. You see what I say? But everything they have to do from teenagers to now, is a testament. And so that's why, like I said, I give them grace, and like even now, conversation with them different. And them way better. It was a hard road to get there, but like for me, I think I shared this on here already. Like me, I did like therapy and them thing, and kind of realize certain traits and them thing the way where I need to work. And obviously, I still have stuff to work on, but certain stuff I recognize is a pattern. So me I say,
Yeah.
so even if I recognize certain things, definitely I was going in a direction to make certain similar mistake.
Mm-hmm.
We are gonna bring it back. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and I mean, and I know as a Caribbean people, you know, sometimes we look upon them, we hear word therapy, and we say like, oh, you know, nah, or whatever, and them thing there. You know, it's not for everybody. And
Right.
trust me, everything I pass that can help you with something. I need
True.
professional people.
Yeah.
If you can
Exactly.
talk to and like, and the thing about, you know, I know we kind of straight up topic, but I just want to mention this. The thing about what me learn by talking to a therapist, it's not even just talking, and then something I talk to somebody, and them know the right question to ask you,
Exactly.
and sometimes you trigger like a core memory. And then you also, and the core memory where you trigger, now you realize that this core memory cause this.
Right.
So now you're not like this because of this one core memory. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And then once you realize that point, I say, oh, okay, you know, we can make change for change certain
Exactly.
pattern and them things. So I recommend people to look into it. You have insurance from your job. Typically, most of them cover it. You know, I recommend that to anyone. You don't have to have nothing going on, but sometimes people.
Yeah, people try to navigate life on their own, and
Yeah.
sometimes you need some guidance or just somebody to throw some ideas off and get a good perspective, right?
Yeah, no, real talk. So yeah, man. With that said, anything else?
No, Jamaican state of mind. You don't know. You have to give it. Our experience as Caribbean raised, you know, children coming to a first world country in America and, you know, adjusting to the rules of the land. Remember, again, my fiance, just to close up my fiance, because I mentioned even, we have car seats and all these things when people have the baby and them and the strap up, you know. But hey,
I must say, then back then, seatbelt wasn't even the law.
right?
So some can't even have seatbelts.
Exactly. And you know, a lot of us survived. But again, just again bridging the gap and you know, going into, you know, being a parent. So yeah. 2025 should be interesting.
Yeah, man. So with that said, I know even if you come here to hear some politics, I'm sorry.
Yeah, not tonight.
If that not break too much, I go out right now. But we kind of put that off because it's too much. I go on to this. So, but you know what I mean. But anyway, I hope you all enjoy that conversation, insight. If you like it, you know if you do like, share.
Yeah, and please
subscribe,
comment. Please comment, engage. You know, tell us if what would you like to hear, what your perspectives are. We can probably even do a Q&A. You know, invite people. You know, invite a guest or two.
Yeah,
want to share your perspective and hear what you have to say. And again, click that notification bell.
Yeah, man, respect. And with that said, yeah, man, big up people. We're gonna start. Obviously, the point is we're gonna do this every other week. That's the goal. You know what I mean? So look out for the new episode coming out.
Yeah.
All right. What's up?